arms upon the quiet plain. They wonder why, yet fate has planned with each path their own domain. Intersecting convergence meet with lines so grand. A secret shared, a common slope. Side and outside they learn to cope. Though distant points their paths align. An elegant dance, a truth divine. Numbers pure and through their bond is shown. Equation craft defeating Icos, Tetriophobia and 21. Parallel prophecy, true forever. No of tangents meeting bold, cold and done. Cold and done.
Good morning, strappers and salvagers. That was Parallel Tangent by my good personal friend Illuminate, who I really do need to dive with more often. He's one of the most talented divers that I've ever seen, as well as a talented wordsmith, and he doesn't do boneheaded stuff nearly as much as I do. Such as spurting at a factory strider, finger on the trigger of a portable hell bomb, who already turned 2 members of our squad into bags of shredded cheese, and is looking to make my democratic butt number 3. Sometimes it works, and that strider gets a thermonuclear belly rub. Other times, I get turned into finely ground mozzarella, and Mercy has to fabricate a new fist unit. Such is a hero's life, you know? At any rate, news from the galactic sphere. Zzaniah Prime's defense, thanks to the timely intervention of Decay's Eagle squadrons, managed to hold the line and destroyed the automaton invasion in a climactic final battle last night. The bots were completely wiped out, down to the last modem and printer, and Zzaniah's liberty has been preserved. For now. This time. The forces of the Western Front have shifted over to cover Mintoria next, taking advantage of its 0% decay value. We should have that wrapped up nicely by later today. Good stuff! I certainly won't complain about the occasional easy victory bringing a planet back into democracy's light. Honestly, you bot fronders have been doing amazing lately. Except when it comes to the major order. By my math, we're going to be about 12 million bots short of our quota, and that gap continues to widen every day. Here's hoping that once the Terminated Killcat has been completed and Rock has been brought back into the fold, the Western Front can get additional muscle for the hustle. Speaking of which, we should also grab the aforementioned Terminated-infested dirtball back from the TQZ today, bringing our beloved Eagles back to not just their former combat functionality, but with 50% faster reload times, so stock up with the 500 kg bombs. We're gonna introduce them to some bot faces. However, there is a note here that just crossed my desk that I shall read to you now. In the previous 24 hours, some personnel inaccurately reported minor errors in the functioning of their galactic map, specifically regarding major order progress and celestial body coordinates. Those personnel are now receiving full ocular function examinations. An investigation has been launched into the cause of this widespread spike in eye issues. I can't pronounce that. All personnel shall proceed operating as normal in accordance with normal operating procedure. Okay, so my blonde may be blinding me here, but what does all this mean? Is High Command saying that Meridia isn't going to turn Moridesh into driveway gravel 2 days from now? Are we not really this close to completing the major order? Or are we doing better than is listed? Do we need to become even more murderous than we already were, or should we back off? This is so vaguely written that I simply have no idea what to tell you, Helldivers, beyond all personnel should proceed operating as normal in accordance with normal operating procedure. The Ministry of Defense wrote this, didn't they? I can always tell. At least it's not written in crayon this time. Anyway, my griping aside, now we move in a niche from the business world, and it looks like the galactic stock market is climbing without stopping for breath. I have green numbers across the board, and pretty much every single corporate profit monger in the galactic sphere is happy. We are seeing the Merc Divers PMC rising ever so slightly at 3%, proving to be a wise investment as per usual, and the Cave Filling Corporation saw a pretty large gain at 8%. Gunvold's investors have an attitude of cautious optimism, especially with an election right around the corner, providing a yield of 6.5%, and the tank hunters have been finding good business hunting tanks on the Western Front lately, scoring 6.5% Solutions Incorporated saw a huge stock spike, most likely due to the successful deployment of its rats and boom units at 13%, and bringing up the rear, we have Future Foundations racking up 7.25%. So, how about it, stock chasers? Is this an ongoing trend that you're gonna ride all the way to the top, or a small stock bump preceding a recession that you should catch out on now? Leave your comments on stock perspectives below. Oh, this is just so fun, isn't it? In other news, the Bank of Prosperity has finally seen its public released. Who are they? What are they about? How did they get their suits and shoes so clean? All will be answered this morning. The Bank of Prosperity is a neutral entity devoted to the pursuit of economic stability, facilitation of honorable commerce, and the preservation of an impartial financial sanctuary. At least that's what their charter says. But what does all that mean? They're a conglomerate of megacorps within the Liberation fleet that want to make money and frown greatly upon people scaring the stock market and interfering with profitable, ethical enterprise. I have been in contact with them for some time and maintain good relations, minus that one time that I mistook the Fist of Truth's disguise for their legitimate operations and threatened to orbital laser them all into a scorch mark. On one paw, my bad. On the other, the Fist of Truth was quite good at infiltrating shenanigans, and they fooled Gunvolt too. The Bank of Prosperity has an illustrious cadre of members, such as the Venture Company, the East Meridian Transit Company, the Gunvolt Corporation, Lord Crunchy, Aesir Dynamics, and the Sentinel Defense Force. Together, they will see this universe led into a bright, profitable future come Helldiver or high water, and I, their official and most adorable newscaster, or rather, musecaster, will be there to narrate every moment of it. That's been Liberty's Latest with me, Pandera the Radio Angel. We stand to nab 2 planets today, right out from under the noses of our enemies, haters, and detractors. So let's all work hard for a better future, Helldivers. It's gonna be a great day. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.